We have a really nice support on the Korean server for the Innocence team, and as you all know, I like to glaze green girls since it's the only characters I use. So let's talk a little bit about the new character on the Korean server, just as a small showcase. It's not really like a review or anything, because again, I'm not invested enough on the Korean server to be talking about that. But I want to do showcase the character, her skills, and why, if you're interested on green girls long term, she's a must pick for this team, because supports for Innocence have always been a little bit lacking. That said, before we start, hello degenerates, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic, Ayla, this girl on the left right here, on the right, I'm dyslexic guys, I just woke up, alright? This girl right here, pretty cute girl, once again, barefoot, always a nice addition, showing the feet, the Chibi feet. She is a support for the Innocence team. For some basic information, if we go into Ayla right here, okay, 3-star Innocence, middle row, magic damage, elemental character, support. A lot of the supports on the green team have always played around shields, and the pure healers we have are not that incredible, right? You have Mago, which XD, and then you have Naya, which it's a decent-ish support, but in most cases at high deficit combat power is not enough. Like if you compare her with current healers with Epic Global, it's not enough. In fact, Naya alone with the shielder usually is not even enough, not even at that much deficit. This is 4.2 million combat power, and I am right now 3.9, and again, usually it's not enough. Obviously, these characters are not Omega invested, but running Naya, Opal, and Gavia is still harsh to clear, right? With Raika being my main DPS, there is a lot of RNG for them to stay alive. So supports for the green teams have always been a little bit underwhelming compared to the other elements, and they play a lot with shields because there is good synergy with BB with the shields. Problem with shields is that if they are targeting your mid line or your back line, they might not be enough in most cases to save you, right? Gavia will just not be enough to keep everyone safe. Same for Opal. So Ayla, it's a great mix of shields, also doing some decent damage, and also having a heal ready anytime you need it because of her ultimate and how it works with the aside. Her only downside is that you need a lot of investment into her for to properly work. She needs to have her aside. We'll talk about her aside in a second, but before that we can showcase her skills a little bit. As always, this server does not have passive skills, and we tend to get as a passive the aside skill. Again, we tend to. We still don't know how it's fully gonna work, so we'll see in the future. Her first skill, right, as you can see on the picture, will apply a shield, and then when the shield expires, it's gonna be dealing some damage. The best thing, or at least how it seems to be translated and what I could see, is that it's a shield to herself and everyone. When we talk about Gavia, when we talk about Opal, it shields usually to 2 characters, 3 characters maybe, right? Including themselves. When it comes to Ayla, she is putting it on everyone, which is way better already. So she will put the shield, and then when the Volcano shield is destroyed, so when the shield expires or is destroyed, it's gonna be doing some extra magic damage to random enemies and reducing their damage dealt, which also will help your character survive longer. That is her freshman skill. Pretty nice, once again, like most green supports, just shielding capabilities rather than pure healing. Now you might be thinking, okay, if her heals are tied to her senior, then it's not that good because you have to wait until the senior skill is active at the 60-second cooldown, and that is true, but you'll see in a second why this is so good. Her senior skill, alright, 60-second cooldown, fucking awful. She will enter a great eruption state, inflict burn on all enemies, increases the attack speed and maximum HP of all allies every second during the duration of this state. So basically, if you look down here, this eruption state will last 20 seconds. Attack speed, maximum HP, increased duration is 3 seconds, and then she's also going to be dealing some extra damage while stunning the enemies. This is a really powerful senior skill, but obviously the 60 seconds is what's kind of fucking it up, right? Let's say, because you cannot be waiting for that. If you need a heal at any given point, you are kind of out of options if you don't have anyone else on your team. And then her normal attack is actually going to be a normal magic damage with the enhanced version, every 3 attacks healing 2 allies. Pretty good, a 10% heal every 3 attacks. So that's pretty nice as well. Now, like I was saying earlier, 60 seconds on her senior skill is a lot. So basically how they fix this is with the aside. The first one is just increasing stats. The second level of the aside when the wave starts. So each wave, this is not even like a specific only one time. Like each wave, the cooldown for your senior skill, it's 0 seconds. So every wave you will have the skill ready at the beginning. You can decide if you want to use it at the beginning. You can decide if you want to save it for specific situations, but you will always have it ready when the wave starts, right? Which is fantastic. This will also increase the base damage of the senior skill, while also giving attack speed reduction to the enemies that it's hitting. So not only is making this skill hit harder, but it guarantees you can use it anytime you need. I'm trying to get dupes for her, so I can get the aside. I don't know if I'll be able to get it on time, since I don't have resources on the server, but if we can, nice. If you don't get her aside, it's a lot harder to justify using her, because if you have to wait 60 seconds for a heal, and the only other heal you are getting outside of that is going to be enhanced attacks, you are a little bit fucked, right? 60 seconds is a long ass time. But still, her freshman is pretty good. The extra heals are nice. If you can get her aside and her to 5 stars, then it's a really, really powerful support character. But that is a TLDR on how her kit works. I really like it. If she does come to global at some point, I will be 100% getting her to 5 stars, because I am a simp for innocent girls. That said, I don't think they've added anything else on this server. They added this new screen right here, which I'm not sure if it's going to be an extra game mode later, or if it's going to be something else. For now, the only thing it does is extra resources. It's giving you Pufaros, and it's giving you these consoles right here, which is a system we don't have in global yet, and I don't even think we'll get it. Basically, you can train your characters and give them passive stats here on the left, and to level this up, you need those consoles. So that's basically a different system we don't have. It's just that too many difference with global and the Korean server to just assume we'll be having everything they have. That said, if we end up getting it, it's a nice source of extra flat stats. All that jumping though, that's basically everything for this video. Just wanted to showcase the new girl. She's pretty cute. She also has a skin that I don't think I showed earlier. I'm not a fan of her skin. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Okay, I'll put myself here. I'm not a fan of her skin. It's a nice skin. Okay, she's like a neat gamer, but I prefer her base design. This looks way better. All that said, as usual, we are live every single day. Beautiful people, good luck with your pulls, and I will see you on the next one.